Hello there, class of 2024. I'm Mr. Cruz. I'm your administrator. I just wanted to welcome you all to NFA Maine. We are Cohort 2020 because that's the year that you're starting ninth grade. We're also class of 2024 because that's the year that you will graduate. So for the next 4 years, I'm your administrator, and I just wanted to also just name some of the members of our team. We have Ms. Stamo, who's a guidance counselor for all students who have the last name A through L. Mr. Hill is the guidance counselor for students with the last name M through Z. We have a school social worker, Ms. Campbell. We also have a school psychologist, Mr. Fassett. And in my office in room 264, you will also become very familiar with Ms. Mills, who is my secretary. We at NFA Maine value every single one of you. And in the next few videos, you'll be meeting our team. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. My email is rcruz@necsd.net, and my office phone is 845-563-5416. Ms. Mills, my secretary, will get your message to me as quickly as possible. So again, welcome to NFA Maine, and in the following videos, you'll meet the rest of our team.
Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Stamo, one of the school counselors for the 2020 cohort. I'm working with letters A through L. Just wanted to take this opportunity to welcome you all back to a new school year. I'm hoping you had a good 2 weeks of school so far. I know it's been a little crazy with scheduling, and hopefully that'll quiet down a little bit. But I do want to just point out that in the event that you are missing a class, especially a core class or a PE class, please let us know. In some instances, studio art we haven't been able to fit, or an art class we haven't been able to fit due to availability. But either way, let me know, because it's something that I want to make sure to address for the next school year. Thank you all for joining the Google Classroom. It'll be an important way for us to get information out to you. So if you haven't already joined, please do so. That code is D as in David 3. C as in Charlie, M as in Mary, F as in Frank, O as in Octopus, and A for Apple. So please join, and we've been answering your comments, so it's really been a great thing. We're hoping to get everybody in our cohort as a part of the Google Classroom. And so since hopefully we'll be able to kind of get back into the swing of things, if that's what we want to call it. I know it's a little unusual to be going to school virtually, but when we transition back to the building at some point, and even if we're still working virtually, we're going to continue with our program. So please look for a calendar of events that'll be in your email shortly. And we'll also be posting it in the Google Classroom. That'll give both you and your parents an opportunity to see what Mr. Hill and I have planned for the school year in terms of workshops and different types of information that we'll be posting, as well as lessons and just informative things that you need to know. So look for that in your email, but we will also be posting that tentative calendar in the Google Classroom for you to reference as the year moves on. I am located, my office is in the guidance suite. So when you transition back to the building, that's where I'm located. It's in the main floor, and we'll figure out what the procedures will be at that time, but I wanted to make you aware where my office was. But please continue to email me, and you could even call me on my Google phone if there's any questions that you have. That's 845-391-3937. Thank you all. Have a great year. Bye.
Welcome, class of 2024. I'm so excited to begin working with each of you this year, whether it's virtual or in person. I'm Mr. Hill, the school counselor for ninth graders with last names from M through Z. I'll be here to help guide you through your high school experience toward graduation, college, and any of your career interests. You can best reach out to me via email or through our Google Classroom. We hope to get that Google Classroom code out to you as soon as possible so that you can join and see any important information and updates as we go through the year. Hope to see you soon.
Hey guys, this is Mr. Hill. I just wanted to go over some scheduling basics with you guys. This year has been one of the most difficult years for creating schedules. We've had very few electives that we could fit students into, fewer seats, fewer offerings, a lot more conflicts this year. I know many of you made requests for certain courses, certain electives, and Ms. Stamo and I did the best we could to satisfy those requests. Unfortunately, again, due to conflicts, a lot of you couldn't get those. So we just did the best we could with what we had. Anyway, let's jump into some schedules, some samples. All right, sample number 1. Typical schedule. You got your first period here. This happens to be Digital Studio Art. Geometry here. When you do get your schedules, it's going to list the room number, which it's not listed here yet on the copy that I have, but the teacher. Right now, this says teacher to be announced because we're still working with staffing, so there will be a teacher assigned. Third period, English, Spanish, lunch. This is a nice period 5 lunch throughout the school year. Global studies, earth science, every day. Here's where it gets a little trickier, and this is similar to what you've seen in the middle school. It's an every other day lab. So you've got earth science on A days, and then you have basic welding on B days. So it's really just every other day, and it's something that you'll get used to. Then you have the same situation for period 9, intro to cosmetology on A days, team sports for girls on B days. So this will be every other day for the full year. Pretty simple schedule there. Let's see. Another one. First period global studies, second period English, third period a study hall. This is where it gets a little more complicated. This student chose a cappella, and we were able to get the a cappella for them. So it's a cappella on A days, and it's lunch on B days. So every other day, a cappella, lunch. You do have lunch every day. It's that your A day lunch is period 5. Your B day lunch is period 4. So again, you've got lunch every day. It's just alternating periods. And that lunch alternates with the earth science. Then earth science every day, Italian, algebra, and then the alternating gym with the Algebra 1 lab. Looking at another example. Let's see, it's another A-B kind of schedule here. So auto mechanics alternating with the team sports for period 1. Spanish 1, period 2, global studies, period 3, digital studio art, period 4, basic auto body, period 5, on A days, and on B days, it's lunch. 6th period, you've got English 9 every day. 7th period, you've got math every day. 8th period is where that A day lunch is going to sit. So it's a little more of a gap between your lunches on A days and B days, but you do have lunch every day. And that's alternating with the living environment lab. And this is something else that you may see as well. Anytime a student has a free period, we need to go into and either put in a lunch, if it's a lunch period, or study hall. And it's just something that we have to put in there. In this case, period 6, you'll see that there's no scheduled course. That just means that we haven't gotten to put in that study hall yet. So many times you're going to get an active schedule on the portal, and you're going to look through. If it says no scheduled course, that should mean that it will eventually be a lunch or a study hall. And you'd be able to go to the cafeteria and eat with either of those. Again, back to the electives and trying to get the right courses for you guys. I think most students are going to have 2 periods with not free periods, but basically a lunch and a study hall. Typically 2 periods is common with that. Some students are going to have 1. Again, the schedules have been very difficult to work with this year. but Miss Stamo and I have been working diligently with those. So hope to see you guys soon. Thanks. Hey guys, I just wanted to go over some basics between your Google Classrooms, which are right here, and your actual schedule that's on Infinite Campus. So let's see, let's start with your typical schedule. So for example, if you've got Global Studies first period with Mr. King and you don't have the Google Classroom, back to Google Classroom, it's not here, make sure you email Mr. King. He is the only one who can get you that class code or that invite. So again, if you're missing a class in Google Classroom, go back to your Infinite Campus schedule, because that's where it's scheduled. Email the teacher and they should be getting back to you for that link.
Hello, class of 2024. My name is Mr. Fassett, and I am your school psychologist. Some of you may remember me from your elementary school days, but to those of you meeting me for the first time, I offer my very warmest and sincere welcome. I'm thrilled to be with all of you at the high school this year as you embark on what may be some of the best years of your life. My primary role is to help your teachers, your families, and most importantly, all of you face the challenges that the next few years can bring. It is my goal to help you develop the strength and confidence to see these challenges as opportunities to learn and to succeed, rather than sources of fear or frustration. Once school gets back to something a little more normal, you can find me in room 324, pretty much directly above the main office. Until then, you can connect with me virtually if you ever have any questions or just need someone to talk to. I'm going to quickly walk you through how to set up an appointment with me through my Google Classroom and the Calendly app now, so that you're comfortable doing it if you ever feel the need. This is the main page of my Google Classroom. To find Calendly, look for the first post on the stream, which will have the attached link for Calendly at the bottom. Clicking on this link will bring you to the next page, which will allow you to schedule an appointment. This is what you will see when you click on the Calendly link. All you need to do now is select the day and time that you wish to meet with me. So if you wanted to meet on the 21st, you would click on that day and you would pick an available time from the choices. You would click on the time you wanted to select, and then you would click on the confirm button. Next, it will bring you to a page asking for your name and email address. Please enter both of these fields accurately. The email address especially, as that is how I will send you the link to join a Google Meet with me at our scheduled time. So make sure you check your email a few minutes before your appointment in order to find that link. Once you enter those two pieces of information, you click on Schedule Event, and then you'll get a confirmation email, and I will also get one. And again, remember to check your email right before our appointment for the link to the Google Meet. Please don't hesitate to reach out through email, Google Classroom, or by making an appointment if you ever feel stressed or overwhelmed. No problem is too big or too small for us to work on together. Once again, a huge welcome to all of you during this very unique school year. I hope to see and talk to all of you very soon.
Greetings, Cohort 2020, Class of 2024. I am Ada Campbell, and I am your Cohort social worker. In my role of social worker, I'm here to serve as a bridge or a liaison between school, home, and the community. If you experience feelings of nervousness, worry, genuine concern of things that are not exactly right at home or in the greater community, let's set up a time. Let's talk about it, and let's figure out a way to help you process through it. I can be reached at acampbell@necsd.net. That is ACAMPBELL@necsd.net. You can reach me on my office number, and I do check my messages at 845-563-5571, or by visiting my Google Classroom, and many of you have already done so. So continue to stay up to date with news and information that way. Again, welcome to NFA Maine. We're looking forward to having a great year. Take care.